Welcome back, guys, to another issue of Comic Corner. This is issue 14. It's Grimm Works catch-all comic stuff.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We bring you last week's floppies that we choose and read. Mm-hmm. We try to sell you on the trade back.
Yeah.
And then we bring you the list for tomorrow's comics. Mm-hmm. Tony, and this is...
Roman.
Yeah.
I'm still standing. Alright, just listen to fucking Elton John's I'm Still Standing. Tell me you don't fucking like it. I'll fucking punch you in the face.
You know what? I do like listening to music while I'm reading. Mm-hmm. I don't know, like, if you find the right song for the comic you're reading, you got, like, you get into it. A lot of people say, like,
classical music, but classical music, it actually puts me to sleep when I read.
Beats. I like listening to beats because I have those.
I'm telling you gotta get those fucking blast beats. You gotta get some.
I have those earphones that cover the whole ear.
Yeah.
And they're noise canceling ones.
Yeah.
So like they just like, and you get into it, and I'm like reading, and the way the beat goes, and you're reading like an action comic, like I usually like reading.
Yeah.
You get into it like real bad. But let's get straight to it, to this week's comics.
Yeah.
I picked up. Was it Justice League first?
Yeah, this is Justice League number 28. It's written by Brian Hitch and drawn by Fernando Passarin.
Alright, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it because I know we're working on this little studio setup shit.
Yeah, we're working on some lighting stuff. So let us know if you like that in the comments.
Maybe get a better stand. You know, but I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this cover. This cover pissed me the fuck off. Because, I'm into this little arc of the future kids coming back to the past and telling them, hey man, you guys kind of screwed over our world, but not a lot of stuff is revealed.
Yeah.
So at the end of last comic, you see Aquaman come back and he has someone from like on the throat or anything. Or
it's Batman. He knocks out Batman. Yeah.
All right. So I know I forgot that this was gonna come out this week. So I go to the comic store and I see it. I see this fucking cover. I was like, "Oh my god!" Alright, you guys been watching this. You know I'm a sucker for fucking action comics. Anything that has fucking heroes against heroes or villains beating the shit at each other. Yeah, fucking take my money.
You're in. Yeah.
Alright, so I buy this comic. I was like, oh, I got all excited. I was like, yeah. And I start reading it. I mean, the story's good. It gets you a little bit into the whole why the kids are here and the kids' emotions and them having their parents again. It's great. But not a single fucking panel is there an Aquaman beating anybody. There's not even Aquaman.
No.
I mean, they reference Batman like a little bit. But it's all character development. It's all fucking Wonder Woman's son talking to Superman, telling him, hey man, you know, your way isn't working. Yeah. You taught us that, you know, you live by a code. It didn't work. And how about we go and change that? Yeah. Superman's like, if I really raised you, you know we can't do that. Yeah. There's no way you're going to change my morals.
And the whole thing about this one is like, getting back to the cover, okay. You're always a sucker for cover art.
I'm a sucker for art. Like the cover, like I'm a guy who buys the variants covers if it's from the artist I like or if it stands out. Yeah. Like we're gonna get to the pick of the week. You know, talk about a little bit more about covers. Yeah. But lately, yes, I know I understand you. You explained to me that covers usually don't mean shit.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're a longtime comic book reader, you should know that a lot of the time, the cover doesn't tell you shit about what's inside the actual comic. Now, being 50-50, that's too generous. Because maybe it was that a few years ago before they started doing... Because DC puts out 2 covers for every single comic that they produce.
There's been a lot more lately, right? There's been a whole bunch of
there's some that like have like the big event, like metal and shit. Like the Dark Knight's Metal. Yeah. That one has like fucking 12 different covers. Yeah. But... the whole thing is they're starting to put out more covers, right? The thing is the cover art is supposed to get you to buy it, which it did.
It does. Oh yeah.
Which it did.
If you guys seen before episodes, you know I have been tricked, but swindled, hustled into giving my money to these crappy companies that draw a great fucking cover. Because you know, other than Marvel and DC and stuff like the indies we already know and like. You know, you gotta kind of pick up new stuff. Yeah, you gotta be a little bit out there. I mean, we're making a review of comics, so you gotta, you know, maybe there's that hidden gem on the shelf. When I go buy comics, I look at the covers.
Yes.
And I was like, oh man, this is amazing.
And I do the same thing. Okay, but I'm starting to do this now because of the show. Whenever we do buy comics, I do the same thing. I'm like, you know what? That's an interesting cover. Let me pick it up. Right? And so I get that. But the thing is, a lot of the times that like a 50-50 split is too much for art and or cover art to actual story.
Back then, but lately,
lately it's even worse.
No, lately the covers have at least one panel in the comic where like you could see where they reference for the cover. At least one panel.
Sort of.
Like you could tell why they chose that cover for that comic.
Yeah.
Lately.
Yeah.
And DC being as big as it is, usually the cover is something that foretells what's inside. This fucking comic got me. I was like, not a single panel.
I'm gonna give
not even reference to fucking Aquaman. They talked to him as a ghost.
They did, but
they're talking about him like it like.
Well, they said like,
you know how it was fucking Harry Potter and the name that's not supposed to be said. So
that shall not be named.
That's how Aquaman was in this comic.
I just fucking named him.
You know, fucking spiliomas your ass and shit. But you know what I mean, right? You read the comic.
Yeah, which I like, by the way.
Oh, it's a really good comic. There's a reason it's up here.
It's good. It's just that he's mad about the whole cover to like actual story. And I told him that it's not even 50-50 now. It's probably like 70-30.
Yeah, it was a lot of character development. You have Flash seeing with the idea that he's gonna have kids. You have Superman.
Oh, there's tons of heart in this thing. Like,
it is. I'm not mad at the comic.
Yeah. You're mad at the cover for misleading you. I get you. But like, let's that's
because you know eventually that fight's coming.
Yes, it is. But you know what? Let's not talk about the cover. We've had our say about it. Let's talk about the inside because
I just need to rant because fuck you, DC got me.
Because the inside, there's like so many sweet moments, like when the Flash, when they go to the house, and the twins are now blue. Which, if you don't know, like the lanterns, blue is hope. So they're asleep. They're twins that are asleep, and they're actually like blue lanterns now. Yeah. So they have hope now that things are gonna turn out. And then the whole thing is like...
And then he looks like he's connecting more to the speedster daughter.
He's connected to the speedster daughter. And it's very sweet. He's just like, you know, chilling, kind of just relaxing on the couch. And she like goes to hug him.
Like the whole Dan moment?
Yeah, she goes to hug him and then she like immediately falls asleep. And he goes, wow, she's fast to fall asleep too.
Yeah, but she's like, I'm not even sleepy.
Yeah.
It's like, I never sleep.
And then it's just a fucking like split second.
You know, there's a lot of like... I would call them Easter eggs. But the thing is, the Green Lantern.
Yes.
I was lost for that bit. Like when the woman's there in the watchtower and she's looking at this, but there's this little couple, like a woman.
Yeah, where Simon Baz is with. Okay, what they're doing is they're inspecting the place in which they first arrived.
Yeah. I mean, you have to read a little bit further.
Yeah. So when the arcs first started, when they first came to like our time, the present time period, what they're trying to do is figure out what the hell's going on, like where did they come from, things like that. So Simon Baz, who's a Green Lantern that doesn't have a kid, from the future, is like investigating with an Argus.
He's playing Batman.
Argus is kind of like DC equivalent to like S.H.I.E.L.D. So they kind of investigate kind of these things.
It's like co-op secret Starlab.
Exactly. So what they do is they're investigating what it is. They find something that, and then the very end. We're not going to spoil the end because the end is actually, if you've been reading it from the first issue of this arc, you know who the actual bad guy is. And they've kind of been dropping little breadcrumbs along the way. Yeah. So but that's the thing. Sometimes predictability is not a bad thing. It's just I want to see how it turns out.
And once you're reading it, you kind of understand why Aquaman is why Aquaman is.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So
kind of goes full circle.
Exactly. So,
but the whole Aquaman, the fucking comic.
Short answer. Go ahead and pick it up.
That was good.
And if you can pick up the issues before, I think there's 3 beforehand. Yeah. Go ahead and get them because they're really
it's
good.
Been a really good little small arc.
Yeah. And I didn't think I would like it just because Brian Hitch isn't known for being a writer. He's more known for being an artist. But he's doing
really
something
good. The art is really good. The story is good. Just fuck the cover and fuck DC.
That's Fernando Pasarin, man. He's fucking good.
But yeah, guys, pick it up. Yeah. You're not gonna be mad at the cover. It has teen stuff with grown shit, like what grown-ups have to deal with, and they find out that you fuck over your kids.
Yep.
It's good.
Next up, we have Maidman #1. It's written by Paul Tobin, and the art is by Arwana Susini.
What is this? Alright, guys. Look, this week we picked up stuff like Kingsman and Deathstroke and stuff like that, and they were just that. They were bland. They were filler. Like I call them filler comics.
The Deathstroke wasn't a filler. It was honestly just boring. Even though like they're fucking Deathstroke's not a good guy. They're
trying to give him that struggle.
They're trying. It's not even a struggle. He's still being a dick about everything.
You see, but being a dick doesn't make you a bad guy.
But he's still But through all his actions and everything that he's doing, he even references a society. Come on, Injustice Society.
Yeah, but I'm talking like moments where he's walking into his daughter's room.
Yeah. And
he finds that dude in his bed.
Yeah.
And he's like,
"That's okay." That's one of the problems I had is because like. They're
trying to humanize him as a father.
Yes,
they're trying to they're pushing that struggle too much.
Yes, but the thing is, they didn't do anything to build that up.
No,
he doesn't have a relationship with his daughter, so now he's like trying to force it. Okay, I get that, but they just like, oh, she's married. She's not it's not her boyfriend.
Yeah,
when the fuck did that happen? Like,
well, I mean, you have to know the Deathstroke. Like,
yes.
Like if you read all, they drop little rose hints.
Yes, but when did that happen in the comics? That's what I want to know.
9 days are, but in the comics before that.
Yeah, I want to know when it actually happened.
Oh, like little fucking thing.
Yeah, when they married. Because I'm a nerd. I fucking like continuity. Why is this not? It's not addressed. It's just like, oh, he's my husband. That comes out of left field, and then on top of that, it's just fucking dropped. The next page, because it's the end of the fucking page.
The next page, you have the son going, "I was never been."
Exactly, and then he's crying to his mom and shit. It's just
and Kingsman was just that fucking Kingsman.
Yes, but let's talk about Maidman because that's
Maidman got me surprised. At first, when I was reading, I was like, "Man, this is wordy as fuck." I don't like wordy as fuck.
I like.
I don't like the whole blah 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 blah. It gets to the fucking point. But I gave it a chance because it has the first page. You have someone getting sniped through the eye, and then the second page you have someone just killing over there. There's a lot of death the first couple pages.
Yes,
but it's a lot of words.
Yes.
So for the first 2 pages, I skimmed through the words and I looked at the art, and I was like, "Oh man, it keeps you want to change your pages." And then it gets to the story. Yeah. Like the actual story, fucking explain bullshit. Like, oh, what happened? Yeah. It gets to the story, and I was like, I was super fucking intrigued.
I know you're super. And here's the thing: I knew you were gonna love that comic from the fucking. Like, I got 3 pages in, and I was like, Tony's in. I know he's in. He's in the bag.
I'm a Frankenstein fan.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong. Like, it's wordy, but I can kind of forgive it because. And it's tropey, but not a bad thing to be tropey. It's just.
I don't even think I've heard of that word.
Like a trope, like
I know what it means.
But like, it kind of takes a trope and just spins it just enough to keep me reading. Yeah. If you don't know, the main character comes from the lineage of Frankenstein.
See, but that's the thing. When you think Frankenstein, you think Dr. Frankenstein and his monster.
Yes.
Which he never named him Frankenstein. He never actually named the monster. It's the village people that called him Frankenstein.
But I mean, he's referred to as Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be Frankenstein. One of the movies I saw. They were stickler for that. So when you think of Frankenstein and you think of Frankenstein's monster, you think of the guy, Dr. Frankenstein, Igor. This has nothing to do with it. This has to do with the actual Frankenstein family. Yes. Turns out he has a sister.
Yes.
And turns out the sister was as smart or smarter than the Dr. Frankenstein. And they were mad that he kind of blacklisted the name of Frankenstein. Because there's a point of view of a girl. She's a police officer. Yeah. She's going on a mission and looks like a gang took out her and her team. But she's been reading her grandma's books, which turns out to be Frankenstein's sister.
Yeah.
Turns out that she was going to some dark magic bullshit. Mm-hmm. She made elixirs. And
I knew he was in.
Oh, what's the magic? Okay, so the girl dies, right? Bang. Mm-hmm. It's not a spoiler because it's the first page. But she turns out she was drinking this grandma elixir goop.
Yeah.
And made her almost immortal, like.
Yeah. She can she's basically immortal.
Alright. So they kill her team off.
Yeah.
Bam. She gets so mad and she's like, you know what? Fuck being a cop. Mm-hmm. She picks up all her teammates' body parts and shit. And she goes, you know what? It's time for me to fucking not run away from my name and my lineage.
Family business.
And she goes, I'm gonna be a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And it's fucking cool because you go through the whole history of who the Frankenstein family is. Mm-hmm. It's not just Dr. Frankenstein and his monsters. There's actually a family. Yep. They're all super educated. They're all into the mystical stuff. Mm-hmm. And it gives you great fucking character development of who her grandma and who she is. Yeah. And then just to fucking make it even better, she makes her dead dudes come back to life. But think of Monster Squad means gangster. Gangster is like it's an anime.
Yeah.
They're all mob dudes, but they all have superpowers. And that's what it reminded me. Okay. She's like, she made her squad just fucking squad up.
Yeah. And I'll reference another comic, such if you don't know anime, Frankenstein and the Creature Commandos.
From DC?
Yeah, it's basically that.
I didn't like that.
But it's the same sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I have one fucking problem. One goddamn problem.
What is it?
The fucking Leo that has a fucking... For some reason...
It's a lion head.
It's a lion head on this... Like, he basically has a lion head, like, on his, like... It just looks stupid because it covers his shoulders. It's his biggest shoulders. He looks
fucking cool when he's at that last panel.
That last panel where
pissed
me off.
Where they had the mob boss and the mob style.
I fucking hate it.
Oh, dude, that was fucking cool. But you kind of have to go back and read how her crew died.
Yeah.
To understand what she did to them.
I understand why it was happening. Yeah. I still hate it.
You hate because of Leo, they had to make him a lion?
Yeah, I just hate, like, honestly, I just hate the design. Like, the design looks bad. I think they could have done something
top
better.
Heavy? Yeah,
it's basically like a giant lion head that is, like, sewn onto his, like, chest, like, and covers his shoulders. It just looks stupid, but... It's one thing that bothered me, like, just from an aesthetic point of view.
But good thing it was at the end.
But it's at least a story where I was surprised. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to like this, but it seems interesting. And then just going through it, there's enough to keep me there.
That final fucking little art piece where she's sitting down like a fucking boss. Mm-hmm. She has the mob she created around her. Mm-hmm. It's fucking cool. And you kind of picture... Okay, this is the way they died, so this is how she fixed them. Mm-hmm. Like that dude with the scarf that got sniped through the throat. I was like, oh, okay, she has to do something.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going to explain it probably in the next issue, which I'm in. I want to see where it goes.
It's good. Frankenstein as a squad, and they became mobsters. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Made men.
Made men. All right, the next.
All right, but that's all the animal mentions. We're going to start getting to the pick of the weeks.
And my pick of the week is Generations Iron Man and Iron Heart. It's written by Brian Michael Bendis and it has a few artists. It has Marco Rudy, Simon Kudransky, and Nico Leone. Okay, the first few pages are Marco Rudy, and if you don't know Marco Rudy, look up his artwork. It's fucking fantastic.
Oh my god, no! This comic had really bad art, Roman.
No,
it made when you read it, you were fucking lost. It looked like they got a page, right? Uh-huh. And he slapped color and just went like that, and someone scribbled lines over him.
Oh, you're fucking retarded. Go pick up this comic if you appreciate. If you appreciate art, you're gonna. Oh
my god, no!
If you appreciate real art, you're gonna like this because it's fucking awesome art.
The art, the first, was it 5-6 pages? Mm-hmm. The whole transition shit, like where he's what. No. There's this one that fucking pissed me the fuck off. It's Iron Man looking that way, and his cape is flowing.
Yeah.
And the
words,
whole page is...
The words are across the thing, yeah.
Right, and the whole page is his cape.
Yeah.
And then you have cross panels, and then it's through the folds of the fucking... That was horrible. Dude, it fucked with my eyes, dude. It was just...
I don't know what to tell you about your retarded eyes.
Okay, no, like if it wasn't... Like, if the words weren't there, it was just a piece of him flowing like that.
Oh, it'd be fucking awesome.
It would be awesome. Yeah. Like there's like a fucking time stream going through his cape and it reaches to his... That would have been great art. As you're reading it with the words, it fucks you up. At least it fucks me up.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're dumb.
And then in the first 2 pages... How everything's mixed up, like she's disoriented, but makes you believe it's disoriented. I ain't like that.
You're dumb, dude. That's Marco Rudy. He has such a good art style.
But then the second half, where it comes back to classic comic style, where it's the white lines that separate everything.
You see that?
I was okay with it.
That's fucking boring as shit. Like,
the thing is, okay, we're getting fucking out of the... To start with this comic was way different what I thought it was gonna go.
Yes.
If you guys been reading the Generation stuff, it's usually the new heroes go into the past and meeting the original heroes.
Yes.
This fucking threw me to a twist.
Yeah.
You have Ironheart?
Ironheart Williams.
I think fucking Rihanna.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to fucking say her name. Riri Williams. You have to like. You have to do it very slow.
I was like, damn, they call her Riri?
So basically what she does is she goes to the future where she's able to meet these mighty Avengers.
Which is cool.
I like. Yeah. And then they show you Iron Man. And he has a cape. And spoilers, in the future he becomes a Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, he's like 126?
123 years old or something. 26, 23. Somewhere. It doesn't matter. Over 100 years.
Which when I was gonna read this, I thought she was gonna go back and meet Snotty's.
Yeah.
You know how there was a transition when Tony Stark was barely getting justified of how to be a hero, how to transition from playboy to an actual person that cares about the world. I thought they were gonna throw her there because she's young and she's like that.
The thing is,
but it did explain that she knows that Tony Stark.
Yes,
she knows that
it's her Tony Stark. Yeah,
it's her fucking the snotty and shit like that.
Well, here's the thing. When I first saw it, and I was like, "Ah, shit, it's in the future." Because if you don't know the future, there's a shitty character called I think he's Iron Man 2020. His name's like Antro or something. I think it's Antro Stark.
Antro Stark?
Yeah, he's like a great grandson to Tony Stark. It's a terrible character. It's a terrible design.
I would have been fucking mad if they did that on this one.
I would have been mad too. And that's why I was like, fuck, it's in the future. And I was like, I hope they're not doing this. But then they did it, and it's really good. To be honest with you, the things that like got me into the comic were the artwork, because I'm used to that type of art where
it's very Alex Ross's.
It's not Alex Ross. It's
the color scheme.
The color scheme for the first Marco Rudy. Yes.
The crappy beginning. Yeah.
It's not crappy. Shut up.
I'm just saying.
But where it starts getting flowy and there's like words that are passing through the different. Like the letter bubbles don't go exactly where you think they would. So
you try. It's not direct reading. You have
to flow it, and it's weird.
It's very like water.
Yes. The reason I like that is because there's another artist that I love called Yannick Paquet. He's a French artist.
Now you're just making up shit.
He's a French artist. He worked on the first few issues of Swamp Thing, so he has that type of style. Where he has
why did you say something?
Because he has the same exact. Hold on. He has the same. Hold on. Yeah. He has the same exact style. Where it was the exact same thing, and it was even worse because it was Roots, and the way that Roots go. It was the same thing.
I was gonna say. You remember when we picked up Animal Man?
Gang signs and shit.
Animal Man and Swamp Thing? Mm-hmm. I fucking told you, I go, dude, this art is fucking garbage. Mm-hmm. And I told, we kept reading it, or at least I kept buying them because the story was so fucking good, both on Swamp Thing and Animal Man. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh man, the art's good. I was like, dude, this shit is like fucking with my eyes. The whole red stuff, and then the whole fucking the vine shit.
Yeah,
it was like it's too much.
No, that's the thing is I like that kind of storytelling because like I get as much as I love comics. fucking having like 9 panels in a page, I get tired of it. You know what I mean? And like, okay, you break it up with a full splash page. That's fine too. The thing is, like, I like more interactive things because what this comic does and what Swamp Thing used to do is that it made you pay attention to those words because you're like, because sometimes, honestly, I'll say it, I read them wrong sometimes, like especially with Swamp Thing because of the bubbles, the way they were positioned.
That happened to you this way.
Exactly, it happens, but you know what? You're like, it doesn't make sense. Hold on, and then you like rewire yourself, and you find a way.
Yeah, well,
and the thing is, you pay attention to it, and you understand it better.
That's when you have time to
break down.
Yeah, break down and digest the comic.
Yes.
Our schedules have been crazy, so we kind of have to read these fast, and write our notes, compare and shit for the fucking thing we do.
Yeah.
When I started reading this, you focus on the words and not the art. So when you're focusing on both, you get lost. It gets messy. Like if you're trying to get there, right?
I can see that. Yeah.
As an art, like I said, if you take away the bubbles and you have that beautiful cape and you have that time string coming into it, showing him her life into his, amazing art.
Yeah.
As a comic, messy. You get lost in it. You fucking scribble. You have to go. Okay, wait. She's starting the story right here, so you have to know if it goes that way or crosses that way, or if it because there's no lines and shit. It's just right here, and you have to follow it like a puzzle.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like maybe I had a different experience because I've kind of been trained in those comics because I like those comics so much. You know what I mean? And you don't.
And the second half, I like it because they gave me the whole armor and the little chibi Iron Man. They look like fucking armor and they look like robots. In the beginning, her armor just looks like skin.
I mean, it sort of is.
Yeah, but you know, you don't have the sharp lines. You don't have the definitions of where the gold and red kind of. It just looks.
But
I'm not explaining it. It's weird.
Yeah, I get it. But the reason I like those few panels or the first few that you don't like is because there's a like the sense of color. It's like he actually paints this stuff. It's really weird because you can see brush strokes. And
He's one of those things that one of the painters, one of the artists that paints their panels and puts it in, and they kind of shrink it down.
And like, you may have had a problem with like the armor, like the way it looked. The reason I liked it is because of like all the different lighting that he did to make it look metallic. Like so it doesn't look just like a flat thing. He brought life into it using actual lighting.
But like I said, I think he was going with the first half. It's like she's hazy.
Yeah.
So it makes you feel that way. It makes you feel hazy. And then when everything kind of snaps and she comes to, and he's showing them the future world. You start seeing those crisp lines and those fucking difference of dark and light colors. And you start seeing, her armor have fucking lines, and you start seeing they start cutting the panels. It becomes really good art.
Yeah.
With a good story.
Yeah.
It was a good story. Yeah, seeing an old, humble Tony Stark realizing that he doesn't want to get punched in the face no more, it's fucking fantastic.
Oh, one of the things I loved about her is, like, I don't know if you can relate to, but I can relate to, is she gets stressed, and she gets so stressed out she faints. And there's been a few times in my life where, like, I get so fucking stressed out that, like, everything starts going black. And I have to like pull myself out.
I suffer from fucking crazy anxiety so far that it's hard for me to leave my house.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I understand.
So like that, I was like, okay, I can totally relate to this character in a way that I can't really with some other ones. But
I hate what they were doing, where they were just hinting of her greatness.
Yeah.
Or like she does something really bad.
Oh, baby, that's the beauty of Bendis. Because what Bendis is gonna do. He's going to take this one comic and he's going to make a fucking full-length special out of it.
No, I get it. Because I was a little lost on Iron Man where Tony Stark is. Tony Stark is an AI program in her suit. But it looks like she realizes that Tony Stark is actually somewhere out there. They're going to go look for him.
Exactly.
Right? But during the whole comic, she's having conversation with this fucking Doctor Strange Iron Man Tony Stark, and he's like, he's trying not to give her hints of who she is.
Yeah.
But another good little Easter egg is like where's the Fantastic Four? She's like, they disappeared.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing right now in Marvel. No one knows where fucking Fantastic Four is.
Yeah.
But his kid's there. Reed Richards' his kid. I forgot his name.
Franklin Richards.
Franklin.
Yeah.
He's talking to Tony. He's like, that Riri? Like Dr. Riri?
Yeah.
She's like, did she know what she did?
Yeah.
And I was like, is it good or is it bad?
Exactly.
Because when you're talking to the Young Avengers, the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, my name is Riri Williams. She's like, the Riri Williams?
Yeah.
She's like, the suit like kind of looks like hers and shit. She's like, should we tell her what she does?
Yeah.
I was like, tell me, is it good or is it bad?
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking Iron Man reader.
And that's the whole thing with Bendis. He's going to entice you this much.
It's good, guys. It's good. Pick it up. The fucking at the end, you find out what's coming up down the stretch line. It's gonna make you want to fucking read more because it gives you a lot of fucking questions.
Yeah. If you like different style art and different types of comics, you're gonna love it.
Oh, I understood why this was your fucking pick. Wait, you're a big Iron Man dude.
I am a big Iron Man.
And you're a big Tony Stark out of his element dude.
Yes.
And in the beginning, fucking issues like, oh man, this is kind of art, like watercolory, Alex Rossi,
love it, baby.
Splashy shit.
Yes.
Give me the fucking dark scripts, like give me this.
All right.
This has fucking
hold on.
Fantastic art.
Venomverse #1, written by Colin Bunn, and the art is by Ivan Coelho. So there you go. Go on.
Look at this cover. You see this cover? You see that monster right there? He's inside the motherfucking comic. And it's fucking awesome.
They're in the comic too.
No, but
she's in the comic too.
This is fucking great. This is a fucking great. This is a great cover.
It's a good cover. Yeah.
Anyways, my pick of the week is finally first issue of Venomverse.
Yeah.
So if you guys were reading the Edge of Venomverse, you weren't understanding why the Captain America was collecting all these symbiote users.
Not a good series.
Some.
Just jump into Venomverse.
Some of them are good. I would suggest reading the Wolverine and the X one. They're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you finally understand that in this universe, in this world.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a not even multiverse. It's literally one universe.
But it has Venoms from all the universes.
Yeah, but it's a multiverse tale in terms of like they all get dragged to one specific universe.
Alright, I'm gonna give you the fucking nitty gritty right here. Spoilers. 3, 2, 1. If you don't want to fucking get this shit ruined, we'll change the comic. You know that something else already happened. Alright, Doctor Strange has a symbiote, and he is gathering Venoms from across all universe to fight this evil that's killing off Venoms.
Yeah, symbiotes. Yeah.
Symbiotes. Yeah, I don't know if they call them Venoms.
Yeah.
What happens there is little fucking cutesy. Oh man, what could I compare it to? It looks like plants from
like Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they just look like little walking plants.
Yeah, they look like this big.
Yeah, they're super small.
But if they touch someone using the symbiote, it kills him. Like if fucking Peter Parker is in Venom suit, you one touch, and then you don't even have to consume anything. One fucking touch.
Yeah.
Kills the human user. They take control of the symbiote, and they become these green white dudes.
Yeah.
All powerful. You have all the powers of the hero plus the symbiote.
Yeah.
So you have almost anybody you want to see as Venom, and they have Rocket Raccoon, Ghost Rider, and anybody from the Marvel Universe come together by Doctor Strange to fight these things, which they don't understand what they are.
Yeah.
And of course, the main fucking focus point is Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
It's the actual Venom. He's like, why are you guys not fighting back? And that end panel, oh my fucking god, that end panel was just so
okay, since he's already spoiled it, the whole thing is that these little plant things, they're not just like normal like things.
Yeah, they shape into your fears.
Yeah, they also have like some sort of like psychic power, because they can like read into your mind, find something that's going to get you to touch them, because all they need is a touch. They don't need to like attack you, rip your throat out, anything like that. It's literally just one touch and you're taken over by this thing if you're a symbiote. So in the terms of like the whole comic is just a lot of exploration, just kind of telling you what's going on, how this is gonna shape up, basically.
With a little bit of action.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of action in it.
Yeah, Hulk Venom or whatever the fuck alien Venom is.
A whole plant thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing is that Eddie Brock is different from all the other symbiotes.
Yeah, of course.
He has
I think he said it the longest.
Maybe it's possible.
Yeah.
But one of the things is like he teams up with a Spider-Man, a Peter Parker that has the symbiote. He didn't give it up. So of course they're like at odds with each other. By the end, they're like, you know what? If we work together, nothing's gonna stop us. Guess what? One of these little white things turns into Aunt May. Peter can't resist. Touches her.
Well, the thing is, they're fighting the Hulk, and the Hulk beats the shit out of Spider-Man.
No. Well, the Hulk comes in. All right, we're gonna lay it out for you. They have a meeting. In the meeting, it's to get busted up by a Hulk, like one of this Hulk plant thing. Bust through it. Peter and Eddie have to go. When they go...
Yeah, they go because they're trying to run away from this little thing.
Yeah,
the greatest fucking heroes of the universe. With the power of the power of the fucking a weapon. Mm-hmm. Plus their powers. Yeah. And they're running away from this little fucking thing.
Yeah. And the whole thing is like... they're being... They get out of there.
They're being hunted.
And then they get chased down by like a Dr. Octopus, basically. Mm-hmm. So this Dr. Octopus has like a little chibi thing. Eddie Brock somehow kills it.
Kills Doc Ock.
Well, he wounds Doc Ock, but he actually kills.
Oh yeah, well he picks up the little fucking rock. So it looks like you could easily kill these things.
Yes. As
easily as like they touch you, they took over. But he just grabbed the fucking rock and smashed it.
He just smashed it. So, but the whole thing is like by the end, Peter is now taken over. Peter's dead.
Yeah, Peter's hurt. The Spider-Man's hurt. He's out of it, and he's all beat up. You know how when Venom gets beat up, you see half of it's like
you see his eye,
and Aunt May is like, I could help you.
Yeah, and Aunt May touches it, he becomes it, and that's the end of it. So we already know that Peter's already taken over. He's
what's
dead.
the funny thing though? It reminds me a lot of the anti-Venom stuff.
Yeah,
did you not like the whole and it screams anti-Venom?
Yeah, of course, especially when it takes over Peter.
Yeah, because I remember that when anti-Venom was created and showcased, they didn't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, okay, this might be.
No! I love the anti-Venom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole stuff with Mr. Negative and shit.
The way he's created makes so much sense, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking perfect. Like that's why I like that the New Age to Die is the anti-Venom story. Go ahead and read that because that's really good.
It's good though. This is good.
Yes,
has Venom's everything. Shit, symbiote everything. Mm-hmm. All your greatest heroes, villains are covered in Venom suits, and they're fighting plant Venom suit heroes and villains.
Yeah.
It's just fucking action and smorgasbords of... It feels like when you're having a conversation with a buddy, he's like, man, the Hulk had the fucking Venom suit, he'll be the best shit ever.
Pretty much.
Or he's like, dude, there's no way Hulk Venom could be like Ghost Rider Venom. He's like, bro, you give Venom to one of these psychics and it's dunsies. That's what it feels like. It feels like Marvel goes, we're gonna listen to all these kids and just fucking make a world of it.
Yeah. And I don't have
one of those kids. Well, a lot of our conversations is like, dude, I bet you Wolverine could just kill about 8, dude.
I mean, it was good. It's not my pick of the week. But
I'm pretty sure this was probably like maybe lower tier for you because
no, it was good because
it seems something dumbfounded to you. Like
I just don't like the Venom symbiote all that much.
What?
It seems like one-dimensional.
He's Spider-Man's greatest villain and he became a hero.
That's fine, but it just seems so...
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Well, the way that Eddie Brock is, it's one-dimensional. You know what I mean?
The struggle he was having between being good and bad.
But that was before this. You know what I mean?
Kind of, they touch on it.
It's very faint.
When he fucking beats that one, I was like, it doesn't feel good.
It's very faint is my problem with it. But Again, I like the Captain America symbiote thing, so I was fine with that. So let's see how that goes.
Look cool. Everybody look cool.
Yeah.
I have a bit.
Oh yeah, like the designs are awesome.
Yeah, the art is good.
The Sorcerer Supreme looked cool because he has like the big fucking.
I want to know why he's on a wheelchair.
Hmm.
Maybe they'll explain it.
Maybe he's part Professor X. I don't know.
Something, right?
Maybe Professor X became the Sorcerer Supreme in that universe, and then he found the symbiote.
Oh.
There you go. Boom.
But they call him Strange, though, don't they?
No, Doctor Strange is just the mantle, just like the Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Because fucking Iron Man's like, I'm Doctor Strange, Doctor Stranger.
Yeah, he's the Sorcerer Supreme, bro.
No, but I remember in Generations they call him Doctor Stranger. Man, good stuff. Pick it up, guys. But that was our floppies of the week. We picked up some other ones, but these are the best ones we thought you should read.
Yeah,
give it a chance. You never know. Let's get to our trade back.
All right, the trade back is Ultimates 2. Now, there's a reason why we're picking Ultimates 2.
Because Ultimates is really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Ultimates 1 is basically where they took a lot of the New Avengers movie from, like the Chitauri, like those aliens. Those aliens are a bit different from the movie, but they took a lot of beats basically from that. And this is kind of a follow-up.
Yeah, Ultimate Ones is just explaining what the Ultimate Universe is, character development. Just like you'll hear differences between our fucking Avengers and their Avengers. So it's a lot of shit you guys already know.
Yeah.
So Ultimate 2 is where the stuff really does happen.
Yeah.
And the fucking title called Gods and Monsters, right?
Yeah, Gods and Monsters.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, this is an older one, so it was split up into 2 back in the day, like 6 comics and 6 comics. Now you can get the whole thing for like $30 and it's the full 12-issue run. This is written by Brian Michael Bendis.
God damn, Bendis is everywhere.
And it's actually drawn by Brian Hitch.
Okay.
So it has really good cinematic art.
No, it does. It's good. It's a good all-around art story. Fucking, it gave you a break from the crap that was going on Marvel and there. The whole cookie cutter shit. It felt like, oh man, you guys are tired of fucking what Marvel's doing here. Have the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
And gave creative control to the writers, and they fucking made fantastic. The Ultimate Universe was really good until Ultimatum.
Yeah, Ultimate.
And so like Marvel goes, hey guys, your Ultimate shit is making more money than the real Marvel shit. We're gonna kill off your world.
Yeah,
we're gonna take your world, blend it with our world. Fuck everything, and just like bleh.
Yeah.
Cause that's what it felt like. Like you have the Ultimates, you have the fucking X-Men, you have everything's fucking fantastic. He's like, oh, keep coming, really good stories. Fucking, oh man, they're giving you shit that fans want. Like, oh man, what happens if this happened? You're like, okay, kill off Spider-Man, no problem. We couldn't do that.
Fucking cried.
You want to make fucking some of the X-Men gay? Hey, we could do that. Why? Because it's the Ultimate Universe. Yeah. It's not canon, so people are not gonna care. Yeah. Turns out it was really fucking good.
The thing is, like, eventually it became its own canon, and that's why they had to do Ultimatum. But for this one,
Marvel's like, you guys are making too much money. Stop it.
The thing with this one that happens with is it takes place right after the first one, but just like any good story, you have to break them up. So they break them up in the first few issues. Yeah. Thor, if you don't know, kind of has some psychological problems. Maybe Odin isn't real, kind of things like that.
Well, fucking Thor's have you guys seen the movies? He's a psych ward patient.
Exactly. So they kind of play up on that, and there's a reason. Towards the end of the actual 12 issues, there's a reason why Thor is thinking and acting the way he is. Spoilers, it's Loki. And then,
you guys seen the fucking movies,
exactly. And then the thing is, like, Captain America started dating the Wasp. He basically beat the shit out of Hank Pym. Started dating the Wasp. Now they're having problems. So like all
the whole what ifs.
Exactly. Iron Man is gonna get married to the Black Widow. Kind of all this stuff is happening, but there's like why is it happening? Because it kind of just throws you in, and you're kind of left to kind of figure it out. Towards the end, everything starts
making sense.
Making sense. It becomes this gigantic battle.
It reads like one of those. What's his name? The fucking writer you like. The one I hate.
Oh, Grant Morrison.
It reads like Grant Morrison. You have to read it all to get the whole picture.
Yeah. But like by the end, there's literally like I think fold out pages. That's like one big long shot of like a battle scene in Washington D.C. So we usually talk about spoilers, but I think this is one that you should read because it takes place a year after the original Ultimates, and you should probably pick up that one too.
You know what, guys? You should pick up all the Ultimate stuff.
Except for Ultimates 3, that one was bad. That's what started Ultimatum.
Yeah, that's when fucking Mark goes, quit it!
Yeah.
You're making us look bad over here.
That's when Jeff Loeb, oh man, Jeff Loeb. I love him so much for past things that he's done, but every once in a while, he's just so hit and miss. And
sometimes you just gotta agree to the money they're giving to you and be like, you alright, we'll give you whatever the hell you want.
Sometimes he just fucking...
You gotta sell out sometimes, Bubba. How you get that mansion and that name in history if you don't sell out a little bit? You have to sell out a little bit.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, guys, pick it up. It's great. You see your characters in a different light. Mm-hmm. And it's actually better. Like, you ever wonder why fucking none of these superheroes actually married the people they love? Hey, they do get married over here. You fucking...
Sorry. There's reason... this is why you understand why superhero relationships never work.
True.
So, just read it. It's very good. The Thor stuff is probably like my favorite things about this thing. Even though I love Captain America in this series. But the Thor stuff was just really interesting. And the way it tied in towards the end.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be the trade back, guys. There's not much we could say other than buy it. It's a good story. The Ultimate Universe is really good. But we're gonna get to tomorrow's comics. He's gonna give you a list of Marvel and DC's, and then he cuts down to a selective indie because oh my god, everybody and their mother writes comics now, and they're not all too good. And he's worked comic shops before. He's a long time reader, so he kind of knows what's up. Yeah, so
I can distinguish some from others.
Plus, you can't go wrong with Archies. Everybody reads Archies.
I love Archie.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, starting off with Marvel for tomorrow, you have All New Wolverine number 24. Amazing Spider-Man number 32, Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider number 7, Darth Vader number 4, Deadpool number 36, Defenders number 5, Doctor Strange Sorcerer's Supreme number 12, Generations, Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel number 1.
Be a good one.
That should be good. There's also a second printing for the Wolverine and All New Wolverine. We told you it was good.
It was good.
Gwenpool number 20. You see right there?
Not the best character, but...
Not the best character, but I have no problems with pink. Hulk number 10. Ms. Marvel 22. Old Man Logan number 28. Rocket number 5. Runaways number 1. They're actually bringing back Runaways again.
Oh, the fucking Misfit dudes? Oh, that was a really good one.
Alright, so...
Who's writing it?
Who is writing it? Rainbow Rowell.
He sounds like a fucking runaway. Kind of name is Rainbow?
I have no idea.
Really?
He probably had hippie parents. Or she had hippie parents. Alright.
Really big to Marvel, though.
But Runaways number 1 probably were good.
Shit.
Secret Empire Omega number 1. Secret Warriors number 6. Star Wars number 36, Star Wars Darth Vader number 3, Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 12, Totally Awesome Hulk number 21.
Do you want to read that? I think that's the one after Generations.
This is part 4, it says.
Is it?
It's part 4 in a thing called Weapons of Mutant Destruction. Oh, that was a terrible one. I remember reading that first one. Don't read it. Okay. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl number 24, which I like Squirrel Girl.
I don't understand why Squirrel Girl is one of the most powerful fucking...
She fucking controls squirrels, bro.
she took down one of the biggest villains, didn't she?
Yeah, and it's all through pheromones. That's how she can control Wolverine to do what she wants. So don't underestimate the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
I want fucking that chick that does that cups thing to be Squirrel Girl. You know what I'm talking about?
The Pitch Perfect chick?
Yeah. Anna Kendrick.
Alright, I'm down with that.
Should be a cutesy fucking girl.
Alright, fair enough. I like that. Uncanny Avengers number 27. Venomverse number 2.
Oh shit, already?
Are they doing a weekly?
I guess they just want to fucking throw them out.
That can't be good. Vision's Director Cut number 4. Weapon X number 6, which is a second printing. But Weapon X number 8 is the new one. X-Men Blue number 11. And Zombies Assemble 2 number 2.
That's going to be your Marvel side. Now get down to the DC shit.
Alright, DC Action Comics number 987. Damn, closing in on 1,000.
That's that Lex Luthor run?
That is exactly... Oh, this is actually the start of a new arc called The Oz Effect.
Oh, yeah! Mm-hmm. The fucking kid.
Yeah, the story that began in DC Universe Rebirth number 1 begins to end here.
Yeah, that's,
So yeah, I'm down to reach that.
Damn, what is that dude's name? Superman's bad dude. The one that's from his planet. General Zod. Oh my god. Yeah, isn't that Oz's kid? He took him out of the Phantom Zone?
I thought Oz would be like the... For some reason, I'm thinking Oz is that Mixoplit.
No, I thought Oz was the name of Zod's kid that he took out of the Shadow Zone.
This is what it says. The Oz Effect Part 1. The agents of the mysterious Mr. Oz begin to move as the Man of Steel works to stop the chaos. They unleash a metropolis and across the globe. But when Mr. Oz steps from the shadows, his identity rocks the last son of Krypton to his core. So you could be right.
Hey, fuck I know.
But I'm interested in that.
It's a great cover too. It looks like it.
Yeah, it actually does.
Bernie Ness.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Batgirl and the Birds of Prey number 14. Hey,
I think they're making a Birds of Prey movie.
Are they? I remember they had that crappy show.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was bad. Dark Knight's Metal number 2. I'm in.
About time.
Fucking in. Detective Comics 964. Flash number 30.
I want to read that.
Yeah. Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps number 28. So follow the guides.
I want to read that too.
Yep. Harley Quinn 25th Anniversary Special number 1. I do not want to read that.
I want to read that too.
I really don't want to read that.
Fucking DC just wants all my money this week.
Hey, DC's where it's at. Justice League of America number 14. Mr. Miracle number 1. A second printing if you missed out. Mr. Miracle number 2.
I want to get that too.
Yep. New Superman number 15. Red Hood and the Outlaws number 14.
I don't know about that one.
Scooby-Doo Apocalypse number 17. I'm in. Suicide Squad number 25. Supergirl number 13. Superwoman number 14. Teen Titans number 12. Which I do believe is an actual tie-in to Metal.
I think all these are going to be tie-ins. The tiny ones too.
Possibly, yeah. Double Agent. So nope. It is not. So Teen Titans number 12 is a tie-in for the Dark Knight's Metal. Titans number 15, and then Wonder Woman number 30.
Alright. That's going to be your DC list. Alright. He's going to give you a selective indies.
Yeah. It's a very little. Starting off, it's Ash versus the Army of Darkness number 3.
Fuck yeah, can't go wrong with Ash.
That's right. Birthright number 26, which apparently is the start of a new arc. It's a really cool kind of medieval kind of thing that you might like.
Right.
Black Science number 31. Curse Words number 8. Grant Morrison. Avatar X number 4, apparently, so I'm going to have to track down 1 through 3. Hellboy and BPRD 1955 Occult Intelligence number 1.
So those Hellboy one-shots are really good.
They are. Invader Zim number 23. Realms number 1. Now, let me read you this because I think you might like this. I read this. I thought you might like this. So, Realms number 1. This is a synopsis. New series. 15 years ago, our world was overrun by creatures of myth, orcs, dragons, and other nameless horrors threw the entire planet into total chaos.
Take my money.
All right, so that's Realms number 1. I guess we'll be reviewing that.
Dude, Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers is finishing. Hell yeah!
So, well, before that, Shadow number 2. But then Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers number 5.
Yay! Fucking Akuma gets his due.
And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe number 14. Will Eisner's Spirit Corpse Maker number 4. I did not know that this was actually written and drawn by, what is his name? Francisco Francavilla or something like that, I believe.
She got me there.
Let me see.
I can't remember my own name sometimes, so...
Francisco Francavilla. Hell yeah, I remember that shit. He uses like a lot of like weird colors, like yellows and oranges in all of his things. Yeah, those are his favorite colors, apparently. And then Wolfenstein #1 to round it out.
The one for the game?
Wolfenstein, yeah.
Huh.
I actually like that game a lot.
I
want to see. I want to.
I know it's coming out, right?
Yeah, I want to play
that Nazi game.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's your list of indies, and that rounds out all our floppies.
You know, talking about Wolfenstein.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you guys be playing them games. You know, you gonna be wearing out them D-pads and then what are they called? Sticks?
Joysticks.
The joysticks,
mm-hmm.
All right. And you know you want to swag out your controller, make it look fireable. I haven't used fireable in a long time.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, you're right.
But
we do have a sponsor.
That's right. Our sponsor is Fade Grips. So you can go ahead if you need any joystick covers. You need any, what do we call them? Controller condoms?
Controller condoms.
Controller condoms. If you need any of that stuff, he also has some shirts,
banners.
He also has some like beach towels, I think, or something weird like that. But still good stuff. Go to fadegrips.store. And you can get a 20% discount by using our discount code, capital GRIMMWORKS. That's Grimm Works. All one word.
Yeah, so go to fadegrips.store and tell them Grimm Works send you and say that 20% discount. He recommends the
Pro/Glow box. It's 4 pairs of randomly selected of two Pros and 2 Glows. Either way, I found them to...
they actually work.
They actually do
work. I mean, he's been playing Destiny, and I play fighting games on pad, and they actually work.
They do. So
go ahead and go to that website, put in our code, save yourself some money, get yourself some cool gear to make your controllers look fabu.
That's anyways, again, go to fadegrips.store and use our discount code GrimmWorks, capital GRIMMWORKS.
And you could actually start following us on all our social medias. We got the Facebooks, we got the Twitters, we got the Instagrams. Mm-hmm. I'm working on the Snapchat.
We gotta teach you how to use Snapchat.
Yeah, well, I'm old. We got YouTube, we got iTunes, we got Sound. Dude, Grimmworks is about everywhere. We're sluts.
Yeah.
We're everywhere.
So remember, if you're just looking at this on YouTube, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and click that little bell next to it.
Tell us what you're reading.
Exactly.
Tell us if you actually like the picks of the week we chose, or is your pick of the week something different?
Yeah.
Tell us a trade back you think we should cover and read, and just tell us we suck.
Yeah.
We're done with some negative comments.
Fucking fight me if you think that fucking artwork is bad on
guys, you know that
Generations.
The first half is bad.
Fight me.
Hey, go ahead, bring them down.
Any one of you. I'll take you on at the same time. Doesn't matter.
He's gonna go down, but he's gonna go down defending his art.
That's right.
But yeah, just follow us. Search Grimm Works on everything. We're there, and tell the world about us. Maybe.
Please.
We do need more people viewing this so we continue making this awful content.
We need to get to 100 subscribers.
Oh, we're almost there. I know. I mean, like when you watch the big YouTubers, they have like 7 million. And
I'm not even aiming that high.
I want 100 subscribers.
I want 100 subscribers so that we can have youtube.com/GrimmWorks.
I know, right? Just make it legit.
To make it legit, I love that. I want that to be us. So help us spread the word. Again, we have City Podcast, just our fucking normal bullshit catch-all podcast.
It's dumb people talking dumb stuff.
That's right. That's on Mondays. On Tuesdays, you're always going to have a new comic corner like we're doing right now.
True.
Wednesdays, kind of a toss-up. You're going to have maybe some Warhammer, maybe some Two Fools. We'll review
some Pokemon stuff.
Maybe some Pokemon stuff.
Or some Versus stuff.
Thursdays, we're going to figure out what we're going to do there. And then Fridays, you got Signature Maneuver for all you wrestling fans.
Oh, come on. Who doesn't like wrestling?
I'm a wrestling fan, even though I don't like Hulk Hogan too much.
Oh, yeah, brother.
What can I do? Fucking yes, I like Daniel Bryan.
Don't start that bullshit.
Can't wait till he goes back to the Indies. Yes.
And you know what comes back on Fridays?
Yes.
The return of Zer. For all you Destiny crappy game lovers.
You talk shit.
Oh, that's coming back. You
talk
see this shit?
But over 1.2 million concurrent users on Destiny 2 at the moment.
Overwatch is better.
Yeah, does it have 1.2 million?
Sure it does.
It does not. I can tell you that right now.
Sure it does. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the show for this week. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Later, dudes.